I remind you to listen to me at all times. Understand? Shake hands, come out the bell. Good luck.
Given Floyd Mayweather's retirement, or at least inactivity, Oscar De La Hoya and Roy Jones's decline, there's a vacuum at the top of the American boxing landscape. Will Andre Berto fill it, or can Luis Collazo thwart him?
12 rounds to make that determination here tonight in Biloxi. Andre Berto and Luis Collazo, 147 pounds. A little bit of a delay as the officials get out of the ring, and Keith Hughes, the referee, will get this underway. Andre Berto begins the 100th round professionally of his career. Collazo the 183rd. Lennox, Berto is the one with the better hand speed. We know that going in. What does Collazo have to do to negate that?
Well, Collazo has to set traps and make sure he doesn't get hit and overwhelmed by the speed. Right now, he hasn't been hit by anything, so he doesn't have anything to get worried about. But right now, you know, they're testing each other out. They don't know each other. Obviously, Berto realizes that Collazo has a lot of experience, so he doesn't want to put himself out front too quick.
Berto has supreme confidence in his ability. He says, I'll see how the fight's going, and then I'll make my adjustments according to what Collazo's bringing, because he can fight. Oh, left hand staggers Berto!
In that situation, Berto was off balance. But it was a good left hand by Collazo.
Berto got hurt in round number 1 against David Estrada. Got dropped by Cosme Rivera in 2007 in the first round.
Nobody's safe in this welterweight division, because to get to the very top, you have to go through fighters like Luis Collazo, who's not lying down for anyone.
Berto has shown the ability to bounce back from these rough starts.
Stop. Watch the behind the head.
See, in this situation, Berto's doing the right thing by holding. You know, some boxers elect to move around as well. That you know, until their head clears. But you know, Berto got over the shock of that good left hand by Collazo.
Compared to Andre Berto, Collazo and most fighters are physically ordinary.
Good counter right hand by Berto, catches the attention of Collazo.
Collazo's trying to counteract.
Oh, Collazo's getting
right
hit.
Combination by Berto, and Collazo holds on.
He's trying to counteract these physical gifts Berto brings with timing. Not always possible. That's how fast Berto is.
Both men have had their moments here in round number 1. Collazo back on the attack, shoots a left to the body.
Stop! No punching. Step back. Come on, guys. Come on. Let him go, Berto. 10 seconds.
You know, it's very evident that both fighters can hit each other with their power punch. So, you know, it's evident to see, you know, which one's going to hit each other first.
Great start to the fight. Berto gets dropped, comes back, and staggers Collazo.
All right, move on. I got you. Yep. Let's do it. All right, let's do it. What do we do? Oh, no. Dip. Use them legs. Dip. Don't go straight back on me. Use them legs. Dip. Touch that shoulder.
Excited, and but you're taking your time, all right? Do your thing. Do your thing. But you got to throw punches, all right? Going in and coming back, all right?
And here we see Collazo throwing this left hand, catching Berto. Little off balance by Berto because he didn't have his back foot to catch him when he went back.
Nice. It looked like he also went straight back a little bit.
Yeah, he went straight back. Here's another angle.
And this is where Berto then kind of turned things in the middle part of the round.
Yeah, he had to do that, and that was a good comeback by him.
So an explosive start to the fight as Andre Berto gets dropped. To start the round, comes back against Collazo. Both guys had their moments in that round. And we begin round number 2. And the timekeeper a little bit off on the time. It was a long 1 minute. Neither guy, I'm sure, minded. Alex, does that bother you? As a fighter, you're so programmed. 3 minutes, 1 minute rest. If it goes longer with the rest period, do you almost get antsy?
You get a little antsy. I mean, you know, if it was later rounds, you always love the fact that, you know, you get a little extra time to rest. But I think the timekeeper fell asleep there.
Collazo told us that when Berto gets hit clean, he comes back quickly. But he opens himself up, and he gets a little wide.
Collazo's game plan coming in is to draw the counter from Berto using feints and then counter Berto's counter. Easier said than done.
Good body shot by Collazo.
Watch your head, Berto. Stop, stop. Come on, guys.
Berto needs to get on his jab a little bit more. He's kind of measuring, and I think Collazo's jab's bothering him a little bit, so he wants to put that left hand out there to block that jab.
Berto goes straight back again, gets tapped with the left.
Let him go. Come on.
Berto shoots a good right hand on the inside.
That's special kind of hand speed.
Watch your way. Let him go, Berto. Stop.
Every boxing era, you have a couple of guys who seem to just be operating in a different speed level than everybody else, and Berto is one of those guys right now.
Yeah, I mean, this is one fight where Berto has good power, but, you know, it can't depend on the power right now because Collazo knows how to deal with power, and, you know, he knows how to stay away from punches and protect himself. So we don't want Berto to be losing too much energy trying to throw those power shots too early.
Collazo was stopped once early in his career back in 2002. To a more experienced Edwin Cassiani. There's the hand speed and the combination from Berto. Collazo looks to come right back.
Collazo seems like he's putting a little pressure on Berto. I wonder if that's part of his game plan, but seems to be effective.
Good right hand by Berto, steps in with a left. That hand speed as he jumps in with the left, misses with the right. End of round number 2.
Get on him or you?
Coming in March, it's Magic and Bird, a courtship of rivals, a 90-minute documentary which examines the historic rivalry between Basketball Hall of Famers Magic Johnson and Larry Bird.
Don't be tying up, okay? Huh? Don't be tying up, okay? Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't tie up because he's landing shots he shouldn't land. All right, and if so, you lay that face right on there and tie his arms up, okay? Okay. Hold.
Looking
Give
good,
any more
champ.
rounds like that, babe. Can't afford giving any more rounds like that, okay? You gotta be smart.
Come on, champ.
Good
job, guys. Good job.
Use your legs. Pop, move. Keep circling. Don't stand right in front of him.
Good job.
One of the things that Andre Berto did in round number 2, Lennox, we talked about it, kind of increased his intensity. As Berto opens up with another combination, he threw 24 more punches according to CompuBox in the second round, 54 in the round as opposed to 30 in round number 1.
See what a solid pro Collazo is. How could an opponent not be impressed with Berto's ability to land punches with that hand speed? Yet Collazo remains determined and seemingly unimpressed by Berto.
Yeah, I think Collazo's hurt Berto there. Berto was kind of holding on. Looked like he was bothered by one of those short shots inside.
Stop. One more. That's your warning. All right? Stop holding. Punch.
All right, you heard Berto. He's been warned a couple times for holding. Collazo digs with a hook. Counter right hand for Berto. Misses with the left. Collazo with a short left inside.
See, this is where Berto's a bit too square to Collazo, where he shouldn't be square. He should have that left foot forward and cover up a bit more.
Collazo winning the battle on the inside.
This is where people, what exchanges here?
Berto with a right hand. Collazo digs in on the inside. Right hand over the top by Berto.
Good right hand by Berto. He's countering very well. He's applying the pressure. He's putting Collazo against the ropes. But this is where I don't like Berto, where he stands in there. The other guy's got his hands free, and he's allowing himself to get hit. This is what he needs to do. He needs to tie him up.
He draws comparisons to Meldrick Taylor, a great but flawed fighter for the same reasons. He's a little too eager to mix it up and square up to his opponent.
Collazo has done great work to the body here in this round on the inside. Most of that missed, left hand scored. Collazo fires back.
What a way to set off the new year so far.
Again, Lennox, the point you made, Berto's too square in front of Collazo, like right now.
I mean, even in this situation, he's supposed to even push him off. Berto should push off Collazo and get him away from him and have him moving backwards, and then he could apply the pressure and throw some punches.
That body work by Collazo is taking a toll on Berto, who looks gassed already. Left hand, counter right. Collazo says, didn't hurt me.
Watch your hands, guys, watch your hands.
Berto's fighting Collazo's type of fight. I don't think he should really be in there. He's got that quickness of feet, quickness of hands. He should actually be in and out. Go do his damage inside, then come out and use his footwork and move around the ring.
Big round for Luis Collazo.
Give me that.
You hear me?
I got you.
Don't get it careless. Don't get fucking
Lou, you're
careless.
tightening your defense. You're doing better, okay? Come on, champ. Lou, once in a while, you got to hold him. Break the fucking momentum, all right? When you hit him with nice punches, all right, baby?
Stay to the outside zone. Let's do it. You understand? Stay to the outside boxes. You don't need to be inside. I know you're as tough as he is. I don't need to breathe.
Go feel it tonight. Tonight you're going to be champ, man.
It's a fight, baby. It's a fight. This is us. All right?
Ain't nobody ever gave you...
Well, Luis Collazo took the fight to Andre Berto in round number 3.
Let's go.
Threw 90 punches in the round. Landed 45% of his power shots, 37 of 82. Harold Letterman, how do you have it scored?
Okay, Bob. 2 rounds to 1. 29-28. Louis Collazo. Bob, I'll tell you, round 1, he knocked Andre Berto clear across the ring. I mean, he had him hurt. He won that round with that big shot that sent Berto flying. Round 2, Andre Berto came back with nice right hands. But in round 3, Louis Collazo and Andre Berto went toe-to-toe, and certainly Collazo got the best of him. 2-1, Collazo.
Bob, we're seeing a young physical phenom in Berto going to school. Right now, he's at school against a seasoned veteran fighter.
Let me just put some of those numbers in context as Collazo answers back. The welterweight average for punches thrown around by CompuBox is about 58. Collazo threw 90 in the last round. And he had 12 connects to the body. And that took a lot of gas, Lennox, out of Berto.
Yeah, I mean, Collazo is the type of fighter that likes to mix it up, and the body punches is part of his repertoire, and he's definitely using it well. Now, that's because Andre Berto's fighting the wrong type of fight. He needs to use his quickness. He doesn't need to be in there. He needs to use his explosive power and go in the combinations and get out of the way.
You know, I got to say, he was trying to do that in the first round, and Collazo timed him and had him badly hurt.
Well, Collazo kind of felt, guys, he told us that when Berto gets hit, he gets open, he gets a little reckless, and Collazo has made him pay.
He's lured Berto into his kind of fight. I don't think it's an accident that Berto is now finding himself in this kind of fight. And
well, the conditioning is going to be put to a test here because it's been a hard 3+ rounds.
And there's still a long way to go, but, you know, like I said, he's boxing the wrong type of fight right now. This inside stuff really takes out a big toll on. Referee's going to warn Berto for holding.
Now he's taking a point away. Now he has warned him. He warned him in round 1. He warned him in round 3. He told him in the last round, this is your last warning and I'm going to take a point away.
Very rare you see a point deducted just for holding, not just holding and hitting. And I applaud the referee, but it's uncommon.
Even going backward, Collazo able to pick off Berto coming in.
Ref was very clear with Berto. This is your warning a couple rounds ago, and he means business.
Yeah.
Right hand missed by Berto.
The ref did give him ample warning, but, you know, some refs don't like when you're holding. Obviously, this ref doesn't.
It's fan-friendly.
Look, he's rested. When he's resting, like I told you, it's like running, baby. When you're running, you get the other guy tired. Pick your pace up, slow down. He's breathing, all right? Just keep that tight and band. When you walk into him, keep it tight, bring it. He can't handle your arsenal, man.
Lex, you can look at the hold here.
And here's the holding.
Collazo did a little holding there, too.
Looks like both of them were holding, but the referee has given Berto a couple rounds of warnings, and this is the time he took the point away.
Inside, you're trying to hold, you can't hold. Okay? I don't need it. 3 points. Go to work, touch.
Let me take care of the ref. You take care of your business, all right?
So a point deduction for Andre Berto in a round probably didn't win.
Let's go.
Makes it 10-8 for Collazo if you scored it for Collazo as we begin round number 5, scheduled for 12. One of the things that Collazo has added to his game, so this is the first time in his career the mouthpiece comes out for Collazo.
In a situation like that, when you punch out the mouthpiece, you keep on fighting. You don't care about waiting for the ref to pick up the other guy's mouthpiece.
Collazo talked about, for the first time in his career, training like an elite athlete. Using a strength coach, a conditioning coach, trying to take his game to the next level.
And, you know, after a certain point, this is what you have to do. Most good professional boxers realize that they need a bit more. You know, after the amateur program, you know, you need, and you step into the professional program, you need a little bit more power.
Collazo was not a coddled amateur who signed with a big signing bonus upon turning pro. He's had to come up the hard way. That usually means holding down a job and not having access to the same kind of training that more perceived elite athletes have, like Berto, from the very outset of their career.
Collazo has a bread route. He delivers bread to hospitals, gets up early in the morning, does that. His girlfriend, Francis Pacheco, got him involved in the business. He said, I'd like to give up the bread route and make some bread in boxing.
One of the issues with Berto here, who struggled tonight and is probably down on the scorecards, you'd imagine. He's small. For a welterweight, Collazo's not a big welterweight, and he seems to enjoy a height and reach advantage against Berto. Really, Berto looks like a junior welterweight fighting at welterweight, even though he began his career as a middleweight.
Lennox, how can Berto get back in a rhythm and sort of get a measure of control in this fight? Because right now it feels like Collazo is dictating all the terms.
Well, right now he's doing the right thing by not making it an infight with Collazo, because Collazo has that experience, and he's going to use it well when they're inside. This is where he needs to be, on the outside, using his quickness, using his speed, and using explosive power. See, Collazo cannot move as quick as him, so Collazo will commit himself, and he has to wait till Collazo commits himself and take advantage of that. Right now, Collazo's waiting for him to commit himself and then trying to take advantage of that.
Collazo blocks that combination with his gloves. Collazo missed with the left hand over the top.
Yeah, Berto's electing to box a little bit more, moving a little bit more.
Come on. 10 seconds.
And he's limited the effectiveness of Collazo in this round as far as connects. According to CompuBox, only 7 connects for Collazo here in the round.
January 26th kicks off a very special 4-episode run of the Emmy Award-winning series 24/7. This time around, instead of boxing, we'll take you into the world of NASCAR as we bring you an all-access look into the lives of Jimmy Johnson and his teammates as they prepare for the Daytona 500. January 30th, World Championship Boxing returns with fellow champions Shane Mosley and Andre Berto meeting in a welterweight title unification fight.
All right. You gotta touch him and move. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, you're too fast for him. Use your speed, and this fight will become easy, up and down. When you stand there, it's the only time he hits you. The only time he hits you is when you stand there. Your fight. You hear me? Up and down. You understand me? Yeah.
Saw Andre Berto pouring away the blood. This little clash of heads at the end of the last round caused that problem. But now Berto trying to measure distance and use his hand speed. Stay out of Collazo's wheelhouse. Good jab by Berto. Lennox, a much more intelligent approach to the start of the round by Berto.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that boxing ability. Like I said, he can move, he can box. This is what he needs to do against Collazo because Collazo can't do that. He's got to use all his advantages that he needs to do.
Both of you. Let's go.
Remember, Berto lost a point in round number 4 for holding.
Stop. Oh, no. Come on, guys.
Referee has sort of put himself in a tough position, having already deducted a point from Berto for holding. If Berto continues to hold and another point gets deducted, after that, he'd be looking at a disqualification.
Berto stepped in with a good right hand. Collazo dips away from the rest of the danger. Next is Berto circling too much to his right against the southpaw.
Well, he needs to mix it up. He needs to circle to his right and to his left. And when he's switching sides, that's when he needs to throw combinations to keep Collazo busy.
This is where Berto gets himself in trouble.
Berto's trying to push him against the ropes as a form of holding, but what he's doing is allowing him to punch at the same time and not punching him back.
You know, give Collazo credit. Berto boxing exceptionally well to start the round, was not able to deter Collazo, who continued to throw punches to the body to apply pressure and to set traps for Berto.
Berto is better on the outside, keeping him on the outside. It's always better when Collazo's trying to catch you because you're allowing him to commit himself, and that's when you can use your quickness and take him out.
Left cross, shoe shot to the body by Collazo. He dips away from the punches of Berto. Uppercut by Berto. Collazo withstands it.
Happy New Year, boxing fans.
Right hand by Berto, knocks back Collazo.
And Berto's got a good uppercut when he throws it, and this is a good time to throw it against Collazo. But, you know, you have to throw 2 uppercuts, not 1.
Which we saw Collazo do earlier. End of round number 6, halfway point.
Listen to me. Get outside. Okay. You're too fast for him. Don't look for big punches. Okay. Remember we talked about adjusting? Remember we talked about adjusting?
Whenever inside he gets away with that pitter-patter shit.
And you were going to see the headbutt by Collazo, but, you know, wasn't meant. He was throwing the punches coming inside, but it still gave a nasty gash over Berto's eye.
That happened at the end of round number 5. Didn't seem to be a problem in round number 6. Berto has a very good cut man, and Danny Milano working on that cut. In round number 6, Berto landed 50% of his power shots according to CompuBox, 19 of 38. Time for Harold Letterman's scorecard.
Okay, Bob. 58, 55, 4 rounds to 2. Louis Collazo. But I got to tell you, Bob, I thought in that last round, Louis Collazo, although he fought off the ropes, had a very good round. I mean, he was working the body real well, coming back when Berto would land the power shots. And I thought he absolutely outpunched him. Be as it may, that 1-point deduction by the referee sort of hurts because, you know, if the guy gets hurt, like Berto got hurt in the first round, you can't blame him for holding. I mean, if you take away a point when a guy's holding when he's not hurt, but if he's hurt, he's got every right to grab. Be as it may, 4-2, Collazo.
You know, I agree with that. You know, a referee not allowing you to hold one bit. You gotta, holding is part of the sport.
Unfortunately.
But he warned him in round number 3, and he deducted the point in round number 4. He got knocked down in round number 1. Bob Papa, Lennox Lewis, Max Kellerman, and the aforementioned Harold Letterman. Ringside in Biloxi at the Beau Rivage. Andre Berto, 23-0, 19 knockouts in the green trunks, defending his belt against 27-year-old Luis Collazo out of Brooklyn, 29-3 with 14 knockouts.
Look at the left eye of Andre Berto. It's starting to really show the wear and tear of this fight. Berto begins each round looking sharp and crisp and landing his punches, but class tells over time. And so far as the rounds have progressed, Collazo's class has told.
Looks like Collazo's a little bit winded now, more than halfway past the fight, and it's showing on him a little bit too.
Well, Berto's landed a couple nice hooks to the body, just missed with a right cross. Collazo not throwing punches.
Yes, for the first time, Collazo also looks like this battle is taking a toll on him physically.
Collazo looks like he's setting him up, waiting for Berto to come in and commit himself before he comes out with either a left hand or right hook.
But shouldn't Berto just be double jabbing his way in? Is Collazo's going to stand there?
Yeah, this is where Berto needs to be piling up the points, hit what he can see, knowing that Collazo's trying to catch him coming in, so he has to be smart about it and use that double jab, triple jab to get in.
He's opened up a cut over Collazo's left eye this round.
Collazo's making a big mistake against a puncher like Andre Berto, because he can come out with an explosive punch at any given time and catch you.
Berto needed something to turn this fight around. Maybe he's found it here in the 7th.
Collazo fans try to rally Collazo. The Berto fans will get in full throat.
You're walking him down. You're walking him down, and you're not getting there first. Right? Step a little bit over to your left. You get there faster than him. Come on. You're following him around too much. Put that ice bag on his head. Right there. Put it right here. When you want to win? Yeah. Touch this dude and don't hold him no more. Yeah, he ain't taking shit from us. Box this motherfucker. Put your hands up and get out of there. Circle around. You touch it. You been moving. You ain't gotta worry about nothing. You understand me? Come on, focus. Come on, baby. You work too hard for this. Come on. Come on. Keep moving them hands, baby. Come on.
Round number 8 begins for Andre Berto and Luis Collazo. You saw the cut on the left eye of Collazo. It's in a lot worse position than the cut on Berto's eye.
Collazo is at a crossroads, maybe in his career, maybe right here in this round, where a fight that he looked to be taking over increasingly suddenly shifted to Andre Berto.
Collazo complaining about a kidney punch. Referee doesn't listen.
Well, you know, in certain fighters usually get off to a quick start, but, you know, halfway through a fight, they kind of slow right down. I remember my fight against Frank Bruno. Frank Bruno came out and he threw a lot of combinations, good punches, but, you know, after the 6 rounds, that's when I started to take charge.
Well, Collazo lost tough to Ricky Hatton, hurt himself against Shane Mosley. This is the 3rd time he's in against a top fighter, an elite fighter, and or one perceived that way. And at a certain point, people aren't going to want to hear, well, he lost in a tough fight. This is a really important moment in Collazo's career right now.
And we showed you the CompuBox numbers in between rounds. Berto landed 78% of his power shots in the last round. Collazo just didn't throw punches. Only threw 40. And again, he's not throwing punches. It's tough to figure out what the motivation
well, I think you caught it last round, Bob. Berto concentrated on Collazo's body early, and it seemed to pay dividends.
Berto trying to pick his shots right now. Collazo has allowed Berto to get into the rhythm that Andre Berto wants.
Meanwhile, Berto is showing an extra dimension to his game here, which we saw flashes of in his fight against David Estrada. Being able to rally in a fight in which he's been hurt, and when it looked like it wasn't his day and it wasn't going his way.
Well, Berto's doing a good job by placing his shots to the body, which is important at this moment in time in the fight, because this is what's going to take all the energy out of Collazo, and it seems like it's, like you said, that's working dividends.
Thunderous body shots by Berto, and that's the reason why Collazo is slowed down.
You know, this welterweight division, Floyd Mayweather retired. At the very least, he's extremely inactive right now. Everyone else in this division, everyone who's considered a top fighter has lost. There are no undefeated fighters. They're too evenly matched. They're too good. If Berto gets away with a W tonight, he will have really made a statement.
According to CompuBox, Berto has almost landed as many punches as Collazo has thrown. To this point, Collazo has thrown 27. Good right hand by Berto. Rocks back the head of Collazo. End of round 8. As Collazo run out of gas.
Well, you know, he could have been resting.
Bring that, baby. Come on. Get that energy. Let them get back in the fight now.
Let him get it, yeah.
That's it. Dig and deep, man. Dig and deep, champ. Come on. You got it in you.
And you ever see a good left jab by Berto. This is the punch that actually cut Collazo on that left eye, you can see right there.
You got to get busier. You got to get busier. Come on. Suck it up. Bite down, man. Come on.
One more.
This is it, Lou. No tomorrow, baby. That's right. Come on.
He's hurt to the body.
Ralphie, rub that leg.
He's hurt to the body. You want to win this? Keep working. Don't work too hard. All right, well, don't give me bull.
Now, you could make the case that Berto has won the last 4 rounds. You could make that case, although one of those rounds I know that Harold did give to Collazo, but the tide of this fight has really turned in the favor of Berto, and he's done it with body work and staying out of the
point is
that
he found something. He was looking for something, and he found it. And maybe the best example of that in boxing today is Joe Calzaghe, who, especially against Mikkel Kessler a couple of years ago, was able to dial it up past where you'd expect he could when Kessler demanded more of him. Here, Collazo is demanding more of Berto, and Berto is adjusting and giving more. That extra dimension is part of the star quality, it's part of the package that the boxing world is looking for to fill that vacuum at the top of the sport left by De La Hoya and Roy Jones's decline.
Let's see if Luis Collazo now can answer. He's trying to buy another point. The way he looked at the referee, like, look, he's holding me.
You know, you have to use every advantage you can. If a man's holding you, and Collazo realizes that Andre's hurting him and holding him, and he's going in there, and he's actually begging Andre to hold him again. He wants Andre to hold him, so the referee is on his case.
Those 2 left hands that Collazo landed, by far his most effective punches in a couple of rounds.
Well, he's had enough time to rest and wait for those 2 punches to come.
Short left. Berto counters.
Berto figured out a couple rounds ago that all those body shots that Collazo was hurting him with were a good idea. Started throwing body shots of his own, and that turned the tide of the fight, as you mentioned, Bob.
Also, what Berto did, he started moving around the ring a little bit and not being a sitting target for Collazo.
Well, now Collazo's going back to work here a little bit.
The hallmarks of a great fight are constant shifts in momentum, where the ending is difficult to determine. And here we see Collazo rallying back and hurting Berto and changing, it seems again, the momentum of the fight.
I wouldn't say he's hurting Berto. I would say he's out punching him. He's piling up the points. Berto's in a position where he shouldn't even be taking these punches. He should be pushing the guy off and moving away and allowing Collazo to come after him. Right now, he's flat-footed, is in front of the guy, he's square, and he's allowing Collazo to hit him.
And these are the problems that Berto had earlier in the fight. Good right hand though by Berto. Collazo misses with his counter right. Left hand by Berto. Snaps back the head of Collazo, digs right back in.
Problems for Berto, not for fight fans. This is great stuff.
Great rallying round for Luis Collazo. He threw 97 punches according to CompuBox to 33 from Berto.
Like I said, he was resting those 2 rounds. Whether he can do that for the next few rounds is in question.
Louis, let's come down to who got more balls, okay? All right? You fight, you're gonna take it.
That's Giselle Berto, Andre's father.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move.
Saying the right thing.
My girl, we behind him.
Well, when he jabbed and moved, it worked well.
Breathe for me again.
Deep breaths, baby. You gotta breathe deep.
You finish these last 3 rounds smart and hard, we win.
He's trying to dig with that overhand. This is a 10. Come on, champ.
How about this? According to CompuBox, Berto in that last round threw 33 punches. Collazo landed 33 of his 97. And Berto only threw 7 jabs in that round. Got away from what worked for him.
Let him go, let him go.
Berto's energy looked sapped at the end of the last round.
Check in with an unofficial ringside score, Harold Letterman.
Okay, Bob. 87, 83, 6 rounds to 3, Luis Collazo. Bob, I just think the guy's outworking him. He's constantly putting pressure on him. Even when he lays on the ropes, he outworks him. I don't know. I think this kid's coming forward the whole fight. Andre Berto lands an occasional good right hand, shows some flashes of what he used to have, but he was 160 when he walked in the ring tonight, and I think he's slower than he normally is. I think Luis Collazo, like you see here, is just outworking him. 6-3, Collazo.
He's slower, but that's what enough right hooks in the body will do to you. They'll slow you up.
Chant of Louis from the Collazo fans that made the trip from Brooklyn.
Berto needs to take a step back and use his boxing ability. Right now, this is where he doesn't want to be. Collazo's doing a good job by keeping the pressure on Berto. This is what he needs to do to beat Berto, but still a few rounds left, and Collazo's throwing a lot of punches in there.
This is how Berto got in trouble early in the fight. Languishing in front of Collazo, who's just picking him apart and digging to the body.
Now it's Collazo who found that extra level to go to. Berto's going to have to respond. He's getting hit an awful lot.
Thumping right hand from Berto after a Collazo combination. Berto trying to load up.
Stop, 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 stop. Let's go. Box.
Berto has abandoned his jab. He's fighting an in-fight. That's advantage Collazo. Hook to the body, hook to the chin by Collazo.
Collazo looks a little bit winded. This is a time for Andre to take advantage if he can, but whether he has enough energy left in his combination punching right now, but this is the time to cease it.
These two are fighting at an inhuman pace for the 10th round of a fast-paced and brutal fight.
Look at the power punches thrown in this round. 159 combined. And that's fatigue right there, as Berto can't keep his feet.
Berto doesn't need to be inside again. He just walked in there with no punches. Good uppercut by Berto, but he's going to need a lot more than that.
Collazo has thrown 112 punches in the round, landing 37. 106 power shots.
Close, but you're still laying. Don't worry about it. We're laying inside. We got to work and move. Now listen to me. Listen to me.
This fucking fight away.
What's the matter with this, Berto? Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Put the ice right there. Right there.
Look, we got 2 more rounds, baby. The only way they're going to do this is rob you again, baby, so don't leave it up. Come on. Don't leave it to them. When you punch them 6, 7 punches, man, grab the motherfucker.
I got my fault.
All right, so where my body? All right, well, listen. We're working them. We're working them.
Give me that fucking bucket.
You hear me? We're working. You understand me? We got to go. We got 2 rounds.
That is the most punches that Andre Berto has ever endured in fights tracked by CompuBox, 9 for him, and the most landed against him. The welterweight average for power punches thrown in the round is 34. Collazo threw 106 in the round as we begin round number 11. Can Andre Berto rally? Collazo dug his heels in round number 9 and round number 10.
This has been a great fight so far, and it just has the feeling of a fight that's heading towards a dramatic conclusion.
The undefeated Berto. 29-3 Collazo. Collazo stopped once early in his career, back in 2002. It was in the 3rd round.
Both fighters know how much is at stake. For Collazo, maybe 3 strikes and you're out in terms of getting shots at the top of the division. And for Berto, his undefeated record.
Come on, guys, let's go.
And continued uninterrupted ascension towards the top of the welterweight ranks.
Well, we saw another talented welterweight just about a year ago here in Boxing After Dark. Paul Williams suffered his first defeat.
You know, with my first defeat, I would say I would never have been as great as I am today if I never have lost. And I think most undefeated guys need to go through one loss to realize, you know, that it's possible to lose, and it shows what type of champion they are when they come back and gain their championship.
Berto steps in with a combination. 1 minute to go in the 11th.
There are no, except for Berto, there are no undefeated fighters in these shark-infested welterweight waters. There's no one who hasn't had a chunk taken out of them, and Berto's trying to remain the only one unblemished.
Berto with a couple of good hooks to the body of Collazo.
Now, Collazo, at this point, does not like any body shots. So this is the time for, you know, Berto to start throwing his combinations to the body and ending up upstairs.
Berto trying to land that big shot. Collazo being cautious. Right hand by Berto, but he missed with the left.
Seems like Collazo's saving his energy for the 12th round.
What a fight.
All right.
This is it, baby. I'll work with you. Come on, Louis.
Louis, if you ever did anything hard, son, this is it. This is the round where you become champ of the world, all right?
We need to knock out the win.
You want to be champ? Suck it up.
If you want to be a champ, my friend,
Suck it up, baby.
Thank you. Big word. Hard body. He's there with the body, but you got to dig like you've never dug. Listen.
This is where champions are made.
Come on, baby. You ain't seen your daughter all fucking year, man. Chris, let's do it. Go to Taylor, baby.
What a fight. And we have 3 more minutes to decide it.
You heard both corners imploring their fighters to leave it all in the ring in this final round.
Remember, Berto had a point deducted in round 4. He got dropped in round 1.
Wayne, get ready. Let's go. Ah, both of you. Ah, let's
Can
go.
Collazo get over the hump? Can Berto remain undefeated? Good combination by Berto. Collazo answers back to the body. Berto steps in with a right.
Berto's doing the right thing. He's getting in them power punches early because if he wants to win this fight, this is what champions are made of.
And we've seen him start fast in some other rounds of this fight, only to have Collazo come on in the middle and end of the round. Collazo right now looks very arm-weary.
We also have to remember our scorecard is unofficial. Could be closer on the judges' card.
Watch the head, both of you.
This is where Berto should really step back. You know, his corner should tell him to step back because Collazo's just coming forward and step to the side.
Collazo is fighting a lot as Berto did when Berto was winning those rounds. Coming forward, looking punched out and taking crisp counter punches.
Collazo has a hell of a chin. Berto just hit him with some great punches, and it seems like Collazo just ate them up.
Berto has landed all the meaningful punches in the round. Collazo still standing there.
Collazo has yet to throw a real punch with something on it this round until maybe right now.
Good body work by Berto hurt Collazo.
Let's go.
Collazo's hurt and winded.
Not ruled a knockdown.
Let's go, Bob.
Collazo's out of gas. Berto steps in with an uppercut to the body. Collazo trying to survive here in the 12th. Not a lot of steam in the Collazo punches. Is Berto running out of time? Final 10 seconds.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Berto needed a big 12th round. He got it. Was it big enough?
What a fight.
Good fight. I wouldn't want to be a judge in this fight. Great fight.
Luis Collazo gave Andre Berto all he had. Was it enough?
What the score?
23 of 32's Berto connects in the 12 power shots. Round number 4. A point was deducted from Andre Berto. You see the left arm holding Collazo. He had been warned in round 1, warned in round 3, and right here, referee Keith Hughes deducted the point.
And in that situation, looks like Collazo was holding him as well. So I don't know what happened there, why the referee elected to take a point off at that point.
Both men think they're winners. It sits in the hands of the 3 judges. Bill Clancy out of North Carolina with 4 title fights. His most notable, the Campbell decision over Diaz. Scored it for Campbell, 116-111. First title fight for Larry Engel out of Mississippi. No resume on this level. Gary Ritter out of Oklahoma, 11 title fights. He had the Jones decision over Hanshaw, 114-113 is how he scored it. All right, Harold, how did you have it scored?
Okay, Bob, I've got it 115, 112, 7 rounds to 5, Louis Collazo. Bob, I just thought he outworked him. He did too much in like rounds 9 and 10. He did too much in 6 and 7. He did too much in 3 and 4. Constantly working, backing him up, never stopped punching. I just thought he took it away. 7-5, Collazo.
Harold, do you think rounds 6 and 7 could possibly be swing rounds, though, where, you know, maybe how you looked at it, one of the judges could have given one of those 2 rounds to Berto?
No question. I mean, it was a great fight, a lot of close rounds. We'll see.
The crowd is shouting Berto.
All right, let's find out how the judges had it scored. Here's our ring announcer, Joe Antonacci.
Boxing fans, after 12 rounds of amazing action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Bill Clancy scores the bout 116 to 111. Judges Gary Ritter and Larry Engel both score the bout 114 to 113. All for your winner by unanimous decision. And